Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Boise State Broncos, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he's coming out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So Boise State's offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Michigan Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got his man, still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
You open a drive like that and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Lets it fly. With the catch, it's Brown. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking deep down the right side. Got it inside the 10. And ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, he'll throw it. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab deep. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They'll send the back in motion. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's straight. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They go to the ground. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. able to get him down. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Runs through a tackle. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Not finding any running room, and I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've gotten very little done on their first three possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Immediately fires to the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Working that left side now. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Looking left. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They punt it away on fourth down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. Still running at the 40. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first and 10 outside the 40. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. The toss to the right. Got a little space. Got enough for the first down. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to take a shot. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Sam Houston looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 17 to Georgia Southern. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls in the deep ball. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Takes it the other way. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. You perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Broncos are marching down the field. Running back searching for a hole. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The screen, he's got wheels. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Working that left side. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you...
Got room on the return. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Mahoney. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Turning it on! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he's looking into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
A strike downfield. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Wolverines. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Grabs it in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their fifth sack given up of the game.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He's looking to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's a Heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover.
I guess no run plays involved here. Like 1st and goal, sack. 2nd and goal, sack. This offense.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them?
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Pocket breaking down. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop. Creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better. And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Makes a man miss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a play on that return, but will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure.
Gonna take a shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented.